All right, Onyx and Gall here. Time for the next video. This is all about creating your ad. Now, this is such a big video that I have to actually look at my notes just so I can introduce you to what we're going to talk about. All right. So in this video, we're going to talk about the kinds of things to look for when you're creating an ad. What are the 5 rules to creating a superb ad? You know, what is the purpose of an ad? How does it work? We're going to talk about things like visual flow, and we're going to talk about how you use little emojis to make your ads even better. We're going to talk about creating, this is amazing. Okay, we're going to talk about how to create amazing image ads, amazing video ads, what kinds of video ads there are, what kinds of tools to use. Powerful stuff. All right, that's all in this video. I'm telling you right now, what you're going to learn in this video alone is worth more than most of the courses being taught out there, and we're giving this away right now for free. So go ahead, and this, you really need to take notes because I'm also going to show you lots of examples, and you just want to capture every part. You might have to come back and watch this video twice, and that's okay. Take as much time as you want. As a matter of fact, I would implore you to make sure you look below and get registered for our upcoming workshop. Hey, FB Academy, I want to tell you more about it. Listen, that's where we're going to make you into masters, okay? That's up to you if you haven't already. Many of you have already registered for it, so that's awesome. But for now, I want to let you know, I'm going to go through things pretty quickly in this video. If I lose you at any point, don't worry, come back, watch it again. This is a pivotal video. You need to master everything in it. So you ready? You ready to create those amazing ads? Let's move right in. I'm going to turn to my computer. Let's do it. All right, so creating your ad. Now, here's the deal. This is an intense section, right? There's a lot to talk about, a lot to show. I'm going to firstly focus only on creating really video ads and image ads. And even there, I can only get you 20% of the way there in the boot camp. I'm just being very open and transparent with you. You know, this is stuff that takes days, weeks to train and teach. That's another reason why you really want to consider getting into the FB Academy, because that's where we're going to really go into the super details. All right? But for now, I want to really give you some powerful stuff, and you can apply this right away and see a dramatic impact on your ads if you're already running them, or if you're not and you're about to create ads. What I'm about to share with you in this video will change everything about how you do it, okay? So there are 2 main things that I want you to consider when you are getting ready to create your ads. Number 1 is I really want you to step back, okay? Take a step back into the mind of your audience. This is really key, okay? Now, I know that sounds a little cliche potentially, but I'm telling you, it tremendously helps me all the time. I like to sit back and think, okay, I'm promoting a product on how to train my dog, potty train my dog or whatever, right? Okay, or potty train my child. So as a parent or as a dog owner, what are some of the things I'm going through that are the most troubling? Why, what's keeping me up? What is stressing me out? What is an emotional trigger? What is really on my mind? I know I want to potty train, but, I know I want them to potty train, but maybe why is fast potty training going to be important to them? Why is potty training so necessary? So you start to think about the visuals that are involved. You start to think about the person, let's talk about the dog example. You start to think about the person, the story of the wife yells, "He's doing it again," and the husband has to run with something and scoop it up, and the facial expressions, the smell, and how disgusting it is, and how annoying it is, and then the dog runs away and hides in the corner, and then they have to yell at the dog, and then they have to feel bad that they yelled at the dog. So imagine all of that. Really step back, and you know that if you can really hit one of the triggers there, if you can hit the anger, the shame, the stress, the worry, the fear that the dog's going to poop any time, and if you can hit one of those emotions in your ads, you'll be able to do the second main thing that your ad has to be able to do. And that second thing is to create a reason, all right, to stop someone dead in their tracks. So let me give you an example. So let's just go to Facebook right now. We'll pull up Facebook here. All right. So we go to Facebook. We're currently logged into my account here, and let me just get rid. All right. So let me just scroll down here, and I'm just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Let's see what first catches me. It all just looks like blah, 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 blah. And then, all right, this kind of Russell's ad stopped me a little bit because this free is, and then he's over there waving at me, so he's get my attention. So that wasn't bad, but what else is gonna stop and get my attention? So that actually stopped and got my attention a little bit from Chris Record just because it was a beautiful view. The first view was like a beautiful shot. And then right here is like a big quote, white text, black blob. I should meant to say. So I might end up reading that. I still haven't found an example of a beautiful stop me dead in my tracks type of thing. And really that's the key, right? This is what your users are doing, right? They're just reading posts, they're going around and they're waiting for something to get their attention. And so even, something like this, if I were to read the headline, right? So there's two elements. How do you get someone to stop? You could do it through either the text or through the video or the image, right? So there's the text and then there's the other asset. In this case, the image is not really adding any value here. So I would have to say, like, there's a bunch of little text and images. It's not stopping me. The words here are good, so why wouldn't we use something like that in the actual image? And that would have made that ad much stronger. So, I'm scrolling. I haven't seen anything yet. This will go on to tell you exactly why it's so important that you focus on this, okay? That you've really focused. Now, okay, there you go. That gets my attention. And I wonder how it has 12 million views. It gets other people's attention too. There's a car literally in the middle of a bunch of rocks. So you don't have to, of course, do anything so extreme, but you get my point. Stop cheating on your future. It's a huge text thing. It got my attention. So, okay, you got a gold boat. Okay. How can you not stop at that? But, as far as the perfect ad, really, you want something to stop people. You want something to truly get someone to just stop dead in their tracks. And you can do it either through a shock and awe video, shock and awe image, or you can do it through having nailed that message down so well. So, these two things really do work with one another and they support one another. Okay? So now let's talk about how to write good ads. First and foremost, the biggest rule of good ads is look at your ad. Step back and look at how it visually looks and then ask yourself, would somebody stop scrolling to see this ad? Would it get their attention? Would it hit a trigger? Trust me, there are so many ads I've created where I've just asked myself this simple question and I have flopped. All right? What gets them to read? So that's the second step. All right, so let's say I see, like, this ad for some reason caught my attention because there's a guy I've never seen him before. There's a beautiful background. It says the 3-step system to generate passive income online using nothing but other than my knowledge and expertise. So it looks pretty good. So let's say the video is so bright and it's so good, it would get my attention. So the next thing I would read is right here. This is the headline. So I have to make sure that once I read this, it's going to make me want to stay. Now, I'm not his target audience, right? So for me, it wouldn't, just because I don't want a 3-step system to generating passive income. I already have that. But it might very well for somebody else who's thinking about that. So if I continue to scroll to find other ads, here's one from Dan Henry. So now this gets my attention because there's a big old face in front of me. All right, there's a big old face in front of me on a camera. And free training, how I built a 6-figure Facebook ads agency in 30 days. Well, this would get my attention because it talks about 6 figures and Facebook ads, and I'm really into Facebook ads, obviously, as I'm doing this right now. So so I start to look at this and I'm like, oh, this draws me in. So the second thing really after stopping someone is really being able to convince them to read. So the first few things that they're going to read are very important. The third thing is making them want to click. All right, are they going to want to click? So that means, so the way that goes, if I can go back and pick on Dan Henry, if it's still up here. Oh, I lost his ad. Facebook will not. Oh, there it is. All right, so let's say I do this, right? So the first thing that's going to happen is the fact that his face is right in my face is going to stop me. It's okay, check mark. Secondly, I'm going to run and read this, and it's enough to get me interested. Okay, the headline, so I am willing to read more. So then I'll read the rest of this, and then I'll read what's up here in the description. And then is what's in this description going to be enough to get me to want to click the link. Okay? So that will be the third question is, am I going to want to click the link after that? So you've got to basically get someone ready to be able to click the link. And then the next thing is edify. All right, I talk a lot about this when I teach people how to write emails. And then the third one is qualify. Okay, the fifth one is qualify. So what's edify? Let's see. Let's pick another ad here, and let's see if they tell you what to do on the next page. So edifying means to tell someone, what's going to happen next. Do you want them to put their email address in? Do you want them to, fill out an application form? Do you want them to, buy something, watch a video? I'm just having a bad day finding ads today. All right. Well, I will find one very soon. Whichever one is the next one, we will land on. Usually Facebook is so good about... Okay, here we go. Liz Benny. All right. So, let's see. Anywhere does it say, imagine how you feel in your correspondence. So in this ad, it doesn't edify. It doesn't tell me anywhere here, put your email address in, free download, whatever, something so that would tell me. That is important. It sets the expectation. It actually increases your conversions on the next page. And then step 5 is to qualify. Qualify means you've got to not just use your ads to be click happy. Don't just always try to get people to click. That's not going to actually help you, okay? You actually want to qualify people as well. So, there's this ad. Spend 5 days with me and my team will launch a business together. If you could see the actual ad, we can actually go here. I believe, and I may not have done it. I don't claim to always follow my own rules, by the way, guys. Sometimes I make mistakes as well. But I believe I would have talked a little bit about the fact that you get to fly down and meet me and hang out with me. And so the qualifier there, as soon as I find it, the qualifier there is that someone someone knows they got to get on a plane, pay for tickets, and come down. And so, hopefully if someone's just not in the position to do that, they would probably scroll past the ad and just realize that there's no reason to click it. So there you go, right? I'm pretty sure I did it. So invitation, join me live. I'm inviting a small group of students to fly down to my headquarters and invest 5 days with me and my entire Lurn team. We're going to do one-on-one coach. We're going to assign one-on-one coaches. In the email, we'll do all this 5 days together. We're 100%. Take 3 minutes and read this page. Do you see that? The edification? Remember? Read this page and fill out the short form at the bottom. So that shows you, all right? So let's see. Let's analyze this. How did I get someone to stop when they see this ad? First of all, we're going to talk about these emojis. These are awesome. Secondly, I had a different kind of ad. Purposely, I'm scrolling through stuff. It's actually proven that kind of ad is getting people's attention better. So that's how I stop them. How do I get them to read? Well, they see this headline, join me live for 5 days. Most people who would be following me or who know me probably would like to spend 5 days with me live. So that gets them to want to read more. Then, how do I get them to want to click? Well, I have good copy. Read this short page. I'm inviting a small group of students to fly down to my headquarters and spend 5 days with me. So I'm just going to write good copy, and that copy makes them want to click. Then edify. I edify them because I tell them exactly what to do on the next page. And I qualify them because right on the first thing I'm telling people, you have to fly down and meet with me. You have to fly down and physically meet with me. All right? So that is the 5-step process in its full play. All right? There's a lot more there, of course, that we could talk about. So really, the next thing I want to talk to you about is a visual flow of ads. Now, we teach this much more detail inside of FB Academy, but the visual flow of a good ad. I want you to look at the ad that's right in front of you right now, okay? And I want you to see how the very first line is short, catchy, punchy. So when someone is scrolling their computer and they see this, they're going to read that. The second one is just a little bit longer, but it does not cross into the next line. And it's got another emoji. It's got the perfect usage of capital letters. All right? It's not overwhelming. And then all of a sudden, I write a little bit of a bigger paragraph. So you see how I have all this white space here? And then I have some white space here? and then it kind of points down towards the list because I want to draw you into reading. And then, so most people unfortunately just make clunk, 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 clunk paragraph. The human mind does not like to process that much text at one time. So it's not going to read all of that. Versus this visual flow of using your white space in your benefit. This is, I'm telling you, we teach this a lot in the Copywriting Academy too, for general copywriting, but I'm telling you in ads, this is super powerful, and 98% of people don't even know to think about this. So you're already way ahead of those people, and I really want you to take it seriously. Now, the last thing, but not least on this, I want you to, let's see here. I'll find you the link that I use. It's not what I meant to say. It's this one, Pillap. Okay, Pillap. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. Just go to Google and type in Facebook emojis, and then look for pilliapp.com/Facebook symbols. That's the URL that we use. It's really cool. Anytime, so I use a lot of this exclamation point all the time. It really works, guys. It's proven to help increase the click-through rates, decrease ad costs. So I like to use emojis. I just don't overdo it. So I don't use more than like 2 or 3 per ad. But I love to use this one. So you just click on it, and then it tells you, press, because I'm using a Mac. So I just do this, and it's copied to my clipboard. And then when I come over to Facebook, if I'm ready to make a post, just go in here and look. All right, that didn't work. Let's try that again. All righty. So press. There we go. I think that worked this time. Boom. There you go. So I just hit Command V. I just pasted it. Now I can type whatever I want. I hit Command this again. So that it's really easy to do, and you have tremendously awesome ones to use. I use a bunch of different ones. So just to show, I can't show you my ad anymore because it's at the bottom. But exit. It was down here. I use it all the time in my ads. I can show you some other examples as well. So let me just scroll past. So you'll see I used, here, and then I point to the link, and then I point to the link again. I bet you if I keep scrolling and find, look at that. So again, I use exclamation, and then I surrounded the link here with these, and that worked really well. So I'm very, very big, guys, on looking at the visual flow of things. I want my ads to visually look really appealing. So, make sure if you use Pilliapp, it'll be an awesome resource for you. Now let's talk specifically. All right, let's get a little bit more specific about image ads. And I'm going to also hand you some pretty cool tools that you can invest in. They're not that expensive, but that'll help you kind of create all of this on the fly. So with image ads, really there's basically 3 main rules that I try to follow when I create an image ad, okay? Remember, the role of an image is not to sell or get the click. It is to stop someone. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see even the most advanced marketers making with Facebook ads, is they try to use the image to talk about the product or to talk about the report or whatever, but really the image is meant to stop the person. It's supposed to be something creative to stop the person. Now, 80-20 text. Facebook has a rule. If you have an image, right, and what they do is they clunk it down into like these sectors, okay? And they basically look for which sectors text shows up in. And they say 80-20, meaning they say no more than 20% of the boxes can have text in it. And they used to have a rule that if you did, you couldn't even run the ad. Now they don't have the rule. Now you can go above. You can have the whole thing be a text. But they're going to charge you more to syndicate your ad. So if you want to have text, you can't write text across the whole thing. You got to basically, you can write as much text as you want, but you got to put it inside these 2 boxes. So it's got to be in the middle, right? And so one of the things you'll notice, if it chooses to show my ad, which it of course won't when I actually need it to. Write this, for example, right? You'll notice how the text is right here. Sometimes when it's a font like this doesn't register as text. Like Facebook's algorithm checker thingy doesn't actually see it as text, but this they would. And so you notice we didn't write it all the way across. We didn't write big text. It's there in a portion of it, and that's by design. And so I was going to show you the actual image for that, but that doesn't. Right here. This is perfect. Spend 5 days with me and my team. We'll launch a complete. This is an actual ad. This is the thumbnail. So every video also gets an image thumbnail. So the 80-20 rule applies to those image those images as well. And you want to make sure, see right here, it's just in this portion of it. It's not across the whole thing on purpose. That's done by design because of the 80-20 rule. All right. Number 3 here is I actually find something that I call brand shots work really, really, really well. They stop people, and there's nothing fancy, just like this one. That's what I call a brand shot. It's just a nice, smiling, big picture of me. And you know what? It's not because I have a brand. It's not because people know I am. That does help, but that doesn't mean that yours isn't going to stop. Do you remember that video I stopped on with the individual who talked about the 3 passive sources of income? And I said, okay, well, this is a great video ad, but I'm not really interested in the text just because it's me. Well, remember, I don't know who that person is. I've never seen them before. Actually, that's the first time I ever saw that ad. Yet, however, they drew me in because it was a beautiful background and it was just him, a brand on the video, and I was curious. We're genuinely curious. So he could have done the same thing with a nice, professional smiling picture. That really does work in getting people to stop. Now, I want to just show you a really cool tool that you guys can use. I have given you a link in the below this. This tool is by a really good friend of mine, Jimmy Kim. He makes amazing software. Now, it's not free, so there is a little cost to it, but I'll tell you it's worth every penny if you want something to help you start creating great images. I want you to go over here and invest in what he calls Social Studio FX Pro. And so check this out. Let's say I want to do a sponsored post or a story. Remember, we talked about this, the story post, so I just click on that. Oh, I need to log back in there. All right, so I just click on that. And he's got all these awesome images already in here. It's freaking awesome, okay? And you can just grab these and do whatever you want with it. So let's say, I'm just going to go up here and grab one. So let's see one that I like. Something that would maybe potentially stop me in my tracks. Appealing to the eyes. It doesn't have to get that creative, but let's just say it is, boom, this one. I don't know. So you click on the image, okay? And then he's going to allow you to basically change all the different parts of this image. So in this is a huge image, by the way. So you have to kind of work at it a little bit differently. And so what I'm going to do here is just kind of decrease it. Oops. Alrighty then. I'll just do any of these guys. So I can actually see this visually work out. Look at that. And now what I can do is edit stuff. I can change the font styles. I can edit the text that's in these boxes. I can move the boxes around. So I can make it bigger, smaller. I can change the color of things, bold, this, that, background images. I can change everything about this. And then I can literally go to the next step, and it'll actually create my image ad for me. So there's a bunch of images in here. You can control the text, and then you go to the next step, and it actually creates something that you can copy and paste and post onto Facebook. They'll do it on your behalf. All right, so that's an amazing tool that I wanted to just kind of quickly share with you. There will be a link below this video if you're so inclined to go check it out further. There is a cost to it, but please go for it. All right, now let's just talk about video ads real quick. And again, like I said, guys, I want to recommend you really get signed up for the workshop. Get inside FB Academy because we teach these things in such bigger, greater impact and in detail. I mean, I'm still going through a lot more detail in this bootcamp than I had even planned on because I want you to have all this information. It's powerful stuff. So, all right, video ads, Selfie. I'm going to go over these different kinds of video ads that are pretty powerful. Screen capture. 3 is PowerPoint. 4 is professional video. All right. 5 is just these new tools. Okay, these new tools that create what I call image videos. It's really neat. So I'll show you a particular tool that I really like. These are usually like short videos that basically loop. Okay, so they just keep looping. but they're creative. They do the trick. They do the thing that I keep talking about. They stop you. They stop you dead in your tracks, which is the goal, right? So let's go back to Facebook here. And the very first type of ad that I talk about is a selfie video. These are the easiest to do, guys, and they work superbly well. You know, I believe selfie video ads work a lot better than professionally shot video ads. That literally means you take your phone, you walk around with a selfie stick. If even that, you can just hold the camera in front of you. Or you can have a friend of yours hold it, and it's just raw. It's raw on your camera. I just got done shooting about 5 or 6 video ads that are purely raw, and they're about to go live pretty soon. Actually, here, I can probably even show you one of them. One sec. Let me show you one of them that I just did. All right, so let me pull this up. So you'll see this, right? I'm going to play this, and I just want you to watch for a second. So I'm going to turn up the volume so you can hear it. So why would I have this beautiful collection of pens, even though I've never used a single one of them? You want to know why? Because they remind me of the #1 advice I ever got. Let's do this right now. This is why I've been able to become successful. You want to know what it is? It's every successful business person must... All right, so this was shot using my iPhone. It was one of my friends was holding up my iPhone. That's it. And there's a brilliance to it because it's raw. Okay, you saw how it zoomed in. It was so rough. And that little showcase of the pen that it scrolled across the pens, that was, again, using my iPhone. It was nothing fancy. And then we used a software called ScreenFlow, which we'll talk about, which I'm actually using right now to record this. All right, this video for you. From Max, it's $100. I think I've made millions off of this software. All right, so then you just... I want to give you an opportunity to come... Oh, this is a different kind of video. I'll share this with you in a minute, too. Let me share with you another selfie video. There you go. This is a selfie video, okay? Right here. I've been doing this for 15 years, guys, and I've learned that there are 2 things you really need if you want to be able to succeed as an online marketer in an online business. And you know... So I literally just took a selfie stick and went outside. My house, you can actually see my house to the right side of this video. And I'm just walking along the path. And it did awesome. I mean, this video did great. I did another one over here when I was on vacation. Let me see if I can find that one. I was on vacation actually in Florida. There you go. Look at this. All right, I was on vacation in Florida, and I just went to the back of the house we were renting, and it's had over 200,000 views. This video has crushed it for me, and it's just a selfie video. You don't need to be a born writer. I almost failed. So pretty cool stuff there. And then we move into the next one, which is the one that I had just shown you by mistake a second ago, which I'll show you now, is a screen capture. So this very video that you're watching, right? This is a screen capture. So watch this ad. 5 days with me and build your entire online business together. Just answer the questions below. Just literally... I mean, it doesn't get any lazier than this. I have a mic and I have a software called ScreenFlow. If you have a PC, I think the software is called Camtasia. There you go, Camtasia, Camtasia, and it's $200, I think. Okay, well worth it. So I could literally sit here and it's engaging. People watch these. People like them. It stops them dead in their tracks. It's different, and it's super easy to create. And this video has crushed it. I'm telling you right now, this video ad right here, this one has made me about $100,000 in sales in the last 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks or whatever. It's impeccable. It's awesome, guys. Okay, and it doesn't have to be that difficult, right? This is why I'm telling you, get inside of FB Academy, because what I teach you is simple. It's not complicated. Okay, PowerPoint. So just like you have a screen capture video, I don't actually have a PowerPoint example. I don't do it, but just like screen captures, you could make a quick little PowerPoint and just record your screen and go through the PowerPoint, and that would be put on too. I don't think it's as effective as screen capture or selfie. Then you have a professional shot video. I've done some of these where I took a lot of time, energy, and money to do some. Let me see if I can find some for you. I don't do them anymore because I don't think they work as well as the simple videos. So it'll be like actually pretty difficult for me to find it in my library here. But like for example, I'll show you this here. That's not an ad. It was just a content video, but it was professionally shot. You'll keep seeing, guys, I have lots of selfies, lots of screen captures, but we will come across at one point a professionally shot video. All right, here you go. So look at this, 1.9 million views, and then you see another one down here. This actually had a lot more. It says 3,000, but I think it was posted somewhere else as well. I had posted it twice, and one of the posting had, I don't know, like 2 million views. So watch this. Okay, just watch this video real quick.
Hey bro, I gotta jump on this webinar right now.
All right, no problem, man. I'll get out of your hair.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jimmy.
So you want a Lamborghini? I'm going to show you easily how to get one. Just steal your friends.
When it comes to email marketing,
All right. So I'm sure some of you have even seen this video by now. We've had 2 million views, and we've had about 1 million views on YouTube. It did really well. It did tremendously well. Then I had another one here that was professionally shot. Wow, this is amazing. If you've never been in a hot air balloon, you got to get up here. It's incredible. But now I want to give you the 5 steps to using 4.6 billion email addresses in the world to build a business. So here's the thing. This video did really well too for us, the hot air balloon video. But guys, I had to literally plan the video for hours. I had to figure out all the shots. I had to hire a video guy. I had to inform him. It took me hours to shoot the video. It took me days to wait for him to edit the video. So they are worth it. They are great. But I'm telling you, I got quicker results and with selfies. So it kind of almost balances out the... I don't know. I just think where you are, you might just do as well with selfies rather than go all the crazy professional video route. Okay? Now, tools. Let me show you something pretty neat here. Let me see if I can see it by going to my buddy Jimmy Kim's page. Let's see. We're gonna check something out. All right, so we don't. Let me see if I see it on his affiliate page.
hey, what's going on, JVN affiliates? It's Jimmy Kim, and I want to say
All
first
right,
thanks.
let's turn this off real quick. All right, so let me show you this real quick.
Hey, it's Jimmy Kim, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly...
Never mind. That's going to be too long. All right. What I want to share with you is this really cool tool, okay, that he's built that is building these looping videos that are really catchy, and you have access to thousands and thousands of...
Hey, it's Jimmy Kim, and I want to welcome you again to Vidizi. Now...
All right. I know how to do this. 1 second, guys. Easy way to do it. All right, so if you go to vidizi.com, which is being a pain in my butt right now just because I had logged in, so it won't let me see just the regular site. All right, well, I'm just going to log in and show it to you. You could go watch there'll be a link below this video, and you can go watch the demo of it on their website. But it allows you to create these really cool little videos that basically loop, all right? And there's other ones out there too. So you can go to Google and type in, video ad tool for Facebook, and I bet you one will come up. And we've used quite a few of these. Like Slidely is one of the ones that we have used. And I'm just trying to see this if it can show an example. So you see how like you've got this background. So check out this 30. Just that's how they do it. They have these beautiful moving images, and it just kind of it catches your attention, and you can put text over them. All right, so you can basically impose text over them, which is really cool. So I'll show you an example here. Let's play this. All right, so they're beautiful shots. Text comes, it scrolls. This is exactly what you can do with Vidizi. And it's much cheaper. And so the link is below, and let's go play with it right now. So let's say I want to create a new one. So I create here, and it says you can either upload your own little background video from YouTube, or you can select from their library or upload from your computer. They have an awesome library already. So let's just say we want to do animals. All right, and it's going to search through their database, come back, and find me a nice little doggy. So I could preview it if I want. Right? So if you're going after dog lovers or whatever, this may very well get them to stop dead in their tracks, right? Or you got a lion here, right? So a lion that's relaxing. And there could be all kinds of text that comes up to make sense. So I could just say I'm choosing this I am choosing this one here, and I would be able to move forward from there. All right, so edit that. And now I get to add all this text, right? And essentially, I can make it do all these things. It's really easy to control. I can choose music to go over it. I can replace the background footage, and then I can preview my ad. And basically, it's giving me 4 panels here that I just need to change. 4 panels, all right? So I got panel 1, panel 2, panel 3, panel 4. And at the very end, it's going to render a video for me, and boom, I'm ready to take it onto Facebook and start using it. So you've got a great image ad tool from Jimmy Kim. I put a link here at the bottom, and a great video ad tool. But more than anything, guys, I just can't get any more detailed at this point. We've been together for a long time in this video already. This is the most important part, though, of succeeding on Facebook, right? Beyond having great landing pages and funnels, you also need to have tremendously awesome ads, and we will make you a master of that, but you got to get inside of FB Academy. But first, you got to get in that workshop, all right? The link is below this video. Get into it. I mean it. This is Onyx Singhal reminding you, when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. On behalf of everybody here at Lurn Nation, I'm so excited to be working with you guys. Let's master Facebook, guys. Come on. Become kings of this. I mean it. It's going to really change your life. All right? I'll talk to you soon.